we'll start with a guy that everybody knows that's followed the Guardians. Gavin Williams had a pretty good season a season ago, his first taste of the big leagues. Has not been able to pitch at the big league level, down there rehabbing. What have you seen from Gavin Williams in the rehab starts that you have seen him make?
Well, he's made four with us so far, and he hasn't gone farther than 3+ innings so far. But that's trying to build up a pitch count for a guy that missed almost the entirety of spring training and a couple of months. And so he's trying to build up that pitch count. His first outing, he hit 97, 98 with the fastball. He hasn't really been back there much since, but the fastball looks good, and he's getting a lot of strikeouts. The number of strikeouts per inning, very good, but the ERA is not great right now. It's 7.88 because there have been a couple of home runs. There have been some runners on base via walk, and then a lot of times after he has left the game with runners on base, those have come into score. So the ERA is a little bit deceptive. Obviously, what you want to see is the good fastball velocity and the movement on the secondary stuff. And we are seeing some of all of that. The secondary stuff at times has looked good. The fastball velocity has been at least mid-90s most of the time, and it seemed like with each start, they, as you do, trying to push them a little bit farther into the game, and toward the end, the fastball velocity started to dip. That's to be expected. So you're still trying to build this guy up, and when he is built up, obviously the Cleveland Guardians want him in the major leagues. But a matter of consideration, something that's been going on really all year long, and particularly in very recent history for the Guardians, you don't want somebody to come up to the bigs who's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings out of a start. That bullpen has really been outstanding, but it's also been heavily used. And so when Williams is ready, I would think that the Guardians want him to be able to come up and give at least what you would consider a full start. 5 innings, maybe get into the 6th inning. He's the word is he's going to pitch for Akron this week. The Clippers are on the road in Worcester, Massachusetts, so he's going to stay a little bit closer to home and continue to try and build up, and hopefully he will.
And so basically, you're seeing some of the things that you want to see relative to the fastball speed. What's the command? Has the command been there? Is that starting to come? You mentioned he's coming
It's
from
yes.
ground zero, basically.
Right, right. So it's gotten better with each start. He's still trying to refine that and get it where it needs to be. But that's often one of the final things that's going to come. You talk about a developing pitcher in the first place. Command is the last thing really that guys figure out, and some do it at the major league level. So it's not a surprise that he's still trying to hone in on commanding all of his pitches, and that's a process. But yeah, the shape of the pitches is good. The velocity on the fastball is good. It's just a matter of getting everything right because, again, like you said, starting from ground zero, it's not an easy task.